Hello everyone, so it's been a while since I released any Arma 3 content. That's because there hasn't been much new to report on. But recently they released 2 new sniper rifles as well as a sniper class for each faction. What you're seeing here is the Blue 4 sniper wearing a half ghillie suit and carrying the M320R Long Range Rifle. The rifle fires a 408 cartridge at 1100 meters per second with a 7-round magazine, and its effective range is 2000 meters, but it can reach out to as far as 2500. So now you are seeing the Op 4 sniper class. This soldier is carrying the GM6 Lynx. It's an anti-materiel rifle that fires a 12.7 by 108mm cartridge, essentially a 50 caliber round. The muzzle velocity is 860 meters per second with a 5-round magazine capacity. The effective range for this rifle to take out light armored vehicles, small fortifications, or helicopters is about 800 meters, but it can reach out to as far as 2500 meters for taking out personnel. So now we've made our way to the firing range so we can put these rifles to the test. But before we do so, it's important to note that players now have the availability of laser rangefinders. They provide extremely precise range readings for snipers to dial in their sights. The variable zoom will allow a spotter to see bullet impacts at extreme distances so he can provide valuable feedback to his sniper. Here I'll be starting off with the M320R. I have a number of targets set up from 75 to 350 meters with my rifle 0 to 400. Because of this round's high velocity and flat trajectory, they will impact only slightly high at these ranges with this zeroing. As you can see, for a powerful rifle, the recoil is very manageable. This allows you to lay down a high volume of very accurate fire. Also, you can see that the reload time is fairly quick with the box magazine. Here I'm firing the GM6 Lynx. I'm shooting at the same targets with the same zeroing. You can see that this rifle also has a very low recoil. It also has a slightly higher rate of fire than the M320R. This higher rate of fire makes it easier to put multiple rounds into armored targets such as vehicles, helicopters, or fortifications. The reload time of this rifle is also rather quick with its box magazine. Now let's see how these rounds impact soft targets. First we'll do the M320R. We'll pretend the civilian is a terrorist leader. Boom, headshot. It's also important to mention that both these rifles have variable zoom. This makes it easier to distinguish targets at extreme distances. Let's see that same shot with the increased zoom and slow motion for effect. And impact. Now it's probably a bit gruesome, but you can see the giant chunks of flesh that this high velocity round dislodges from the target. Now we'll make a similar shot with the Lynx, but instead of going for the head, we'll go for the heart, center of mass. Now again, I'll take the same shot with the increased zoom and slow motion to get a feel for the damage this does to soft targets. Again, very heavy impact, direct to the heart, and more chunks of flesh are ripped away from this 50 caliber round. So let's put the namesakes of these rifles to the test. Here we'll be using the M320R Long Range Rifle to take out a terrorist leader who's in a base 2100 meters away from my position. Alright, got eyes on the target. Range him. Zoom here. He's in the civilian clothing. He's about 2100 meters away, just over. Alright. So I've got my range at about 2000 meters. So I'm going to aim the first mil dot just above his head. And that should give me a center mass shot. Hit. Good shot, good shot. As you see there, I was able to pull off the one shot, one kill. This rifle is extremely accurate at these long ranges. Now since his guards did not scatter, I decided to take a few more shots and drop a few more enemies. One thing that may be hard to tell from the video is that the scope sway at these extreme distances is very hard to manage and takes a lot of practice in order to get the crosshair to line up where you want to take your shot. The only thing that I can really recommend is to set up some scenarios like this in the editor and practice your long range shots. So now for the GM6 Lynx. In this scenario, I've got a number of enemy vehicles as well as an enemy squad to engage. I position myself on this ridge about 800 meters from the target. Here I'll take out the attack little bird's anti-torque rotor first. Next I'll put a few shots into the main rotor, main engine area. With the biggest threat now eliminated, I can move on to the other targets. I'm taking sporadic fire from the enemy squad, but I want to engage the medevac chopper first. I'm able to take out the pilot in one shot. The secondary explosion you heard was the first disabled chopper crashing behind me. The squad leader's rounds are starting to get dangerously close, so I figure I should take him out. Next I'll go for the driver of one of the armored vehicles. Standard rounds won't penetrate through the windows of the armored vehicles. This 50 cal bullet will go straight through it. Next I'll move to disable the other vehicle. Those rounds are going through the tire as well as the engine block. Their means of escape gone, I'm free to engage the enemy squad. I'll take out a few more enemies before making my escape. And one other thing that I should mention is both rifles also have secondary iron sights mounted to the top of their scope, so if you get in a really tight close quarter situation, you have the ability to engage the enemies. In closing, I'm really happy that Bohemia has added these weapons to the game. The sniper rifles add a whole new fun dynamic. I'm really hoping they can roll out more and more content as we approach the beta. Hopefully we'll get some more news from Bohemia on what to expect next at the upcoming E3 this month. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment below. Subscribe for more content from my channel. See you in the next video.